Hi everyone, I'm a teacher at DET Practice. Today, I want to talk about a section of the Duolingo English test that students consistently underestimate: listen and type. Here's how it works. You'll hear a sentence, and your job is to type out exactly what you heard. You get about 1 minute per question, and you can play the audio a maximum of 3 times. You'll see 6 to 9 of these questions over the course of the test. It sounds simple enough, but every year a huge number of students lose points here, and it's almost never because they couldn't hear the sentence. It's because they never figured out what each of those 3 plays is actually supposed to be used for. So, here's the mindset shift I give every student. Stop thinking of your 3 plays as 3 chances to listen to the same sentence. Start thinking of them as a budget. 3 separate jobs, each one with a different purpose. If you spend all 3 plays the same way, just listening passively and hoping it clicks, you'll walk away with 3 weak attempts instead of 1 strong answer. Let's walk through this with a real example sentence. Researchers conducted the experiment using a sample of 200 participants from 3 different countries. Your first play is not about accuracy. It's about getting the shape of the sentence, who's doing what, and roughly how it's put together. After play 1, a good first attempt might look like this. Researchers conducted experiment, sample, 200 participants, 3 countries. Notice what's missing isn't a mistake, it's intentional. The goal of play 1 is to build a skeleton, not to capture everything. If you finish play 1 with a blank page, that play was wasted on trying to understand instead of writing down what you understood. Your second play is where the real strategy kicks in. By now, you already know roughly what the sentence says, and more importantly, you know exactly what you're missing. So this play isn't passive listening anymore. It's targeted listening. Is it a sample of, or just sample? Is it 200 or some other number? Where does "from 3 different countries" actually attach? After a focused second play, your sentence should now read close to the full thing. Researchers conducted the experiment using a sample of 200 participants from 3 different countries. The difference between play 1 and play 2 isn't listening more, it's listening more specifically. Your third play should feel almost eventless, because by this point you're not discovering anything new, you're confirming. Check the capital letter at the start, check the punctuation at the end. Make sure 200 is spelled out as words, not written as digits. Make sure you haven't swapped the participant count and the country count. This play is quality control, not content gathering. And here's something worth knowing. You won't always need all 3 plays. If a sentence is short and clean, you might nail it by the end of play 2, and the third play just becomes a quick spelling check. That's completely fine. That's the system working, not the system being underused. The real mistake isn't finishing early, it's finishing early without knowing why, so you can't repeat it on a harder sentence. Okay, let's finish up with a few simple tips you can start using right away. First, start typing on your very first play. Don't wait until you feel ready. Catch the content words first, nouns, verbs, numbers, and fill in the small connecting words like a or the on the plays after. Second, always write numbers out as words. Write 200, not 200. The only exception is years. Those you can write as numbers. Third, don't forget your capital letters and punctuation. Capitalize the first word and any proper nouns, and add a period at the end. All of this counts toward your score. Fourth, never leave a blank. Even if you didn't catch a word clearly, take your best guess. A guess can still earn you points. A blank space never will. And fifth, long sentences with lots of numbers or names will usually use up all 3 plays, and that's totally normal.
For short, simple sentences, just use any extra plays to double-check your spelling and punctuation. Remember, this question isn't just testing your ears, it's testing whether you have a clear strategy. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson. If you'd like more writing exercises, log in to detpractice.com now and claim your 3-day free VIP trial. Start practicing smarter today.